All right, good afternoon and welcome to Prince's Seed channel. We thank the Lord for life, peace of mind, and all our expectations coming good. We believe that God will do the best in time for us. Today is the 14th day of April 2025, and it's a wonderful Monday morning, or this afternoon already, around just 2:20 p.m. We thank the Lord for His goodnesses and mercies over our lives. All right, we want to take some commentary this afternoon, and this is basically coming from what's the name again? Ambassador Kendra Investment, who says, "Good evening, great minds and subscribers of Grants in Nigeria. The misunderstanding between Chief Andebright and Ngozi Israel and the frontrunners, according to Chief Andebright. Andebright right up today, I guess he was pushed by some possessed fellow who forced him out to drop such unguided write-up on the platform." Okay, he was pushed. All right, I'm going to get to that. He is not properly informed and never cares to find out the true position of things in regards to our disbursement before coming to drop those jargons on the platform. That was heavy. But thank God for Reverend Moses from Abuja, who has come out to do some damage control. We understand from his voice note that everything he was saying is just to cover up and to do some damage control. I thank him for composing the voice note properly and very peacefully. All the same, let's allow peace to reign. Very soon we shall overcome all these arguments and lies in grand ecosystem. If stakeholders received today, definitely it will not be hiding. Grand community is a place where some people would register pioneer slots and go out to deceive others not to register. That is a scam. But they've gone out to register at the back, even begging us to register them at the back. What a world indeed. I want to plead with Madam Ngozi Israel to tender justice with mercy, overlook Chief Andebright write-up. He can't do you nothing. Chief Andebright has no table, not to talk of the one to shake. He's just making mouth indeed. All right, that was directed at Andebright. And this came from Kendra Investment. Andebright has had it at different junction and corners. Reverend Moses talked about that. Kendra Investment is speaking about that. Reverend Alibo also talked about that. And Ngozi Israel came out to talk about threats to life. And that in case anything happens to her, they know who to hold responsible. Whatever the case is, we want everyone to sheath their sword within this grand ecosystem and maintain focus. Simply because nobody's life worth this grant. Did you get that point? Nobody's life is worth to be sacrificed. Yeah, so nobody's life is worth sacrificing for this grand escapade. Everyone is quite so important. So we have another update also coming from, this seems to be anonymous, but then this one says, "My beloved Prince of encouragement of the grand ecosystem, may the Lord continue to increase you in grace and power. I thank God for finding you so faithful for His use in this grand ecosystem. If not for people like you, great numbers of people that subscribed for UAG would have been dead and buried. My prayer for you is that God, in His infinite mercies, would continue to lift you higher and higher above your peers and contemporaries. You will live long to eat the fruits of your labor, and your joy shall know no bound. I will enjoin you to take your leave out of the grand ecosystem, because the intrigues, backstabbing, blackmailings in it is even more terrible than politics. Your light would continue to shine brighter and brighter unto the perfect day. All right, I guess this individual is actually proffering an option for Usim, and he dropped something of that nature before, that once the disbursement has been concluded, he will take his leave from the grand ecosystem that is here currently, just because he wanted to see to the end of disbursement for the masses. And once that mandate has been settled, he will walk out of the grand ecosystem. That being said, I feel everybody is here because of the grant. But I think also there is more to this than just the grant, because I believe that a greater than UAAG will still surface, and that UAG is just laying the precedent so that whatever had been before, whatever people had faced before, UAAG or Sanctuary Wealth is trying to make the record straight and set the narrative correct, so that after the disbursement of this UAAG, any other grant that is going to be massive or mega coming thereafter, whatever means or ways that we used to deal with this, it would only be better to deal with that in a more comprehensive and logical way. So I believe that an end is not really coming towards the grand ecosystem with UAAG. UAG is only setting the pace. People have waited, and that would be a stepping stone to a better advantage to every other grant that is going to come to bless the masses in the near future. I just believe that. I'm trusting God for that. And you might be the recipient that God is going to use for this. You might not know. You don't know. So let us not close idea or close case on the fact that once disbursement is made, I walk away and that's the end of it. No. God might be bringing something to your notice. Why is fighting this battle for us? So that we know that there is nothing impossible with God. Others came, they siphoned money from the system, they fizzled into thin air. We couldn't hear about them again. A lot of them, the likes of Terpicom, the likes of Golden Bridge, the likes of Osia, the likes of Urea, the likes of MTN Grant, the likes of SEM, the likes of Agricultural Grant. There's so many, a lot of them like that. We couldn't hear nothing about them anymore. Intervention also came, but it could not intervene. And the case is still with the AFCC, with what I had. But all of this, after that, UAAG came. It almost wanted to go in the same perspective, but God said no. Then God began to raise up people of value, raise up people that matters. Very importantly, also raise up the IMF, raise up the CBN body, and the government wanted to altercate the process, but God just went ahead of all of them and thwart every of their agendas just to ensure that the masses breathe. And that's the center at which we are right now. So if God has led us this far, we shouldn't just hang up on God. While he's still talking within the grand ecosystem, don't smack down that golden privilege opportunity. Let's allow him to walk and pray towards a better grand ecosystem. I believe that there's going to be a better grand ecosystem in the tomorrow to come. When we receive this money, we will get a better advantage to get a better one still on the horizon coming. by God's special grace. I don't know how this applies to you or how this appeals to you. You can drop your comment in the comment section and let's talk about this. But we believe that this is near conclusion, and God is going to do the best for us through Sanctuary Wealth Multipurpose Foundation Grand Initiative. We will celebrate together, we'll rejoice together, and everything would be fine by the special grace of God. Thank you very much. In case you're new, do subscribe and hit the bell so that you don't miss out on vital updates. Then we also have pinned to the comment section our other channel. Just try as much as possible to link up there so that you can be open to information from both ends. In case you don't get here, you get there at the same time. Thank you very much, and I wish you a lovely Monday ahead of you. Have a nice day.